Hey guys, today I am going to recreate the Brazilian lemonade that's going around TikTok right now. So for this recipe, you will need your blender, of course, and you will need 5 limes. Wash them really, really well, the skin and everything. Some sugar, some condensed milk, and 4 cups of water to start off. And one thing that they do not add is chia seeds, so I am going to go ahead and add some chia seeds to that. So what I am going to start off by doing is cutting the limes. I'm going to move you guys downwards so you guys can see how I am going to cut them. I'm going to start off with 5. So how you're going to want to cut them is you are going to want to cut them in little pieces. I'm not sure what it's called. I think quarters, little small pieces. That way the blender can blend them completely. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them all off. I am going to speed through this process. I know this video is going to be a little bit choppy, guys, because I am doing 2 videos in one. I am recording for TikTok as well. If you guys are not following me on TikTok, it is linked in my about on my YouTube channel, or in the beginning of this video I did leave my name on the front. So now that you have them all cut up into little fourths, you're gonna go ahead and add them to your blender. Guys, make sure your blender is clean, because I did make a salsa earlier and I did not use the sponge very well. My husband always tells me to just add water. I guess the Vitamix, you could just add water, blend it for a few seconds, and it should clean it all up. That did not happen in this case, so I'm hoping that does not come out spicy. So to this, I am going to go ahead and add the ingredients. If I am taking a little bit longer than usual, guys, it is because like I said, I'm recording 2 videos in one. So I am trying to record a YouTube video, plus I am trying to record a TikTok video as well. I have increased on my TikTok, so that's why I'm trying to do it. So I have about a little cup of sugar. I will leave down below the amount. And to that, I am going to add some condensed milk. And I did not open it, so I'm going to go ahead and open it off camera. And I am going to measure this because I want to make sure that I know exactly what I'm adding. So I went ahead and measured this one. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to the blender as well. Now, I am trying to be precise on the measurements because I want to know if it doesn't come out as sweet as I'd like. I'd like to be able to add the right measurements and actually jot down the right measurements. So now what I'm doing is I'm just taking the measuring cup and the water that I'm actually going to use. I am stirring it around just to loosen up the rest of the condensed milk. If the water was warm, it would come off fairly easy, but the water is cold. I don't want hot lemonade, so I am stirring it around, and it's just going to release the condensed milk a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and set it down, and I'm going to try to remove the rest of the condensed milk. I am using this water, and my hands are washed, guys, and the lemonade is for my family. So once I completely took the condensed milk out, I am going to add those 4 cups, and it is chilled water. It is cold. It's from my water dispenser, so it dispenses cold water. It's easier. Don't try to put lukewarm water because the blender will make it hot, and you will have hot lemonade and not ready to serve. So I went ahead and added the 4 cups. I am going to cover it up, and I am going to start blending. So at this point, you want it to be blended really, really well. You do not want those chunks of lime in there. I don't know if it's the Vitamix, but this Vitamix ended up blending my lemon really, really finely. I guess, that's what the vitamin does. I'll show you guys in a second. So go ahead and grab a separate bowl. Um, I would, in my opinion, I would definitely skip this process. I'm just doing it because this is the way that the trend is going around in TikTok. So you get your strainer, the bowl. I'm going to move you guys down so you guys can see. So I'm going to take my juice and I am going to strain it. Like I said, I feel like you could skip these next two steps. I just feel like you really don't need it. In my opinion, I would have just strained it into the actual jarra. I don't know how you say jarra, like your pitcher. I would definitely just strain it inside the pitcher, but I am doing it exactly how the trend is going around in TikTok. So I am making sure all the juice is out. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but the lime is a lot smaller and thinner. Like, it's not choppy. All the videos that I've seen, I don't know if it depends on the blender, but I've seen big old chunks of of lime and the peel and the inside. I don't know if it's the blender or maybe I just blended it too long, but I feel like this blender did a really good job. Also, make sure that your limes are ripe, that they're not on the edge of being bad, because it will leave a bitter taste. I happen to have one lime in the batch of that 5 that was a little bit on the edge of going bad, and I used it anyways. And when I was cutting it, I should have just threw it away because I had a feeling it was gonna taste like this. So now you're just gonna strain it really, really well. As you guys can see, it's finer than I thought and finer than what I see on TikTok. But like I said, this next step could be skipped, but like, I'm following the trend on TikTok and I want to see that it comes out exactly like that. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and pour that juice back into your blender. Back into your blender. And like I said, this step, guys, this step could be skipped, but for the purpose of me recreating it from TikTok, I decided to actually make the juice this way. So to that, I have it asked for 3 cups. I'm only gonna add 1 cup for now because my pitcher is not that big, so I will see if it overflows or if it's perfect. So in the video it states to reblend your juice with that extra. It asked for 4 cups, 3 cups, I'm sorry, 3 cups, and I only added 1 cup. And I just blended it for a little bit. I did not blend it too much. I felt like it didn't need, another blend. I could have just easily incorporated the water in the pitcher. So now what you're going to do is grab any pitcher. I grabbed ice and I grabbed a cup for myself as well. My hands are washed, guys. I did wash my hands before I picked up this ice that I grabbed off camera. So then there it is. I did add ice later. I just wanted to make sure that it didn't overflow. So once again, you can see that I am recording on my iPad for my TikTok. So now you go ahead and just add your lemonade to your pitcher. Hopefully it doesn't overflow. Last time that I created I apologize, that I made my horchata and my watermelon, I overflowed like my pitcher. So then you just add it to your pitcher, and it actually did not overflow, guys. It was actually perfect. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So I'm gonna move you guys down just so you guys can see. So So now that you have that, I am going to go ahead and add the rest of the water, which is going to be a total of 2 more cups of water to the 4 cups of water that I used to blend the limes and the other ingredients. Now to this, I am going to go ahead and stir. I only added a little bit of ice because like I said earlier, I didn't want to overflow my pitcher. So you can always add more ice or just add ice to your cup like I did here myself. So I feel like it could use a little bit more ice and a little bit more water, but I'm gonna go ahead and just taste it as is. I did get the recipe from TikTok. If you guys have TikTok, go ahead and look up Brazilian lemonade. It is going around right now. So to that, I am going to add chia seeds. The recipe does not call for chia seeds, but I felt like I could use it. We drink our lemonade with chia seeds, so I decided to just add this to this drink and just give it a little twist of my own. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. I thought for a second not to add completely all of it, but then I realized, chia seeds don't hurt. They're actually healthy. So went ahead and did that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stir it up for you guys. And let me remind you guys, clean and wash your limes very, very thoroughly, because you don't want none of that in your drink. Plus, make sure that you check your limes and make sure that they're just ripe. They're not on the verge or on the edge of being bad. So now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my counter, because apparently I don't know how to open the canisters and I just spilled all the chia seeds everywhere. But make sure that your limes, guys, are good and that they are really washed well, because the taste of whatever is on the outside of the peel of the lime will come out in your drink. So I just grabbed a regular old cup from my cabinet and I added ice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour it to the top, and there it is, guys. This actually came out really good, just needed a little bit more sugar. I went ahead and added that towards the end. But if you guys want to see any other videos like this, don't forget to comment and like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.